Hi, welcome to 7th grade literacy. I'm Mrs. Lauk.
I'm Mrs. Kurtz. Come on in. We wanted to let you know a few things about our expectations in our class so you can be successful. The first thing is when you get to class each day, your very first job is to fill out your planner, and that's over here. You'll need to write down the objective or objectives for the day, as well as any homework that you have not completed. If it's something that you've already done, you don't need to write it in your planner.
After you're done filling out the planner, you're going to go ahead and do a journal. The expectation is you can either use my prompt here, and it'll change every day, and you will put the date, and then you will be required to write half a page either on this topic or a topic of your own. In a minute here I'm going to show you this packet, and there is a journal section, it's orange, and a list of 53, or I think there's actually 100 other prompts. So if you can't think of anything to write about, you can always go to that orange sheet for a journal, but it does have to be half page for you to get credit. You will hand in your journal every 2 weeks to get credit for that. Yeah, that's your journal.
The next thing you're going to do after you've done your journal is a bell ringer that you'll do each day. And what you'll need to do for that bell ringer, is copy down the sentence and make any corrections that are needed. This number over here tells you how many mistakes are in the sentence. And then that's going to go on this pink sheet, which is also in your packet. We'll go through a little more thoroughly in a moment.
I want to draw your attention to this green sheet that you'll be receiving in your packet. This green sheet is where you are going to store all of your passwords that you need for this class. On the top you have password for Area 267 website, which we will use. We also have passwords for Infinite Campus. That's where you can go to find your grade. The online literacy book, we do not check out a book to you. You will be encouraged to use the online book at home, or in the classroom you can use our books here, but we don't take them out of the classroom. Skills Iowa, and then we do have a class Moodle that we will get you account information for, and that's actually the same information that you use to log into any computer. For you on your first time into the Moodle, the password is Hoover, spelled with a lowercase H on that, so that's the Moodle there. We will staple this password sheet into your planner. My recommendation is if you staple it on your birthday so that you can easily find that when you need it.
The other information you're going to get in your packet are some dividers that we use. You'll want to get a binder for literacy class, and these dividers will really help keep you organized. The first one is the bell ringers, and I already mentioned this is a cheat sheet that kind of tells you about the different types of corrections that we'll be making. And then this is your actual bell ringer sheet, and you'll fill out one of these for each day. The next section is a homework section. Oops, we've got them out of order here. A homework section, and in that section you'll find your literacy record sheet, and some of the in-class assignments that we will do will be put on this sheet, as well as a vocabulary sheet that we'll use that goes along with our literacy textbook. The next section in your binder will be your 7th grader Speak Out, and this is our journal section. Here are the journal topics Mrs. Lauk already talked about. And finally, we have a notes section, and we'll oftentimes give you notes, and they will be color-coded typically, and you'll put those in this section.
I want to talk about your student choice points. Every quarter, students will complete 30 student choice points. What that means is we have different activities, and you can't see this very clearly, but it is in your packet, where you can complete activities outside of class or in skills for different point values. We have 2 turn-in dates. You'll turn in 15 points halfway through the quarter and 15 points at the end of the quarter, totaling the 30 points. But again, those are all points. You choose how you earn them. Every quarter we change the color so that this is a really easy to find in your packets. This quarter happens to be blue.
If you'll follow me over here, on the side counter, a couple things to notice. This is our while you were out. So if you're ever absent from our class, there are folders marked by each literacy class. So Lit 1 is our 1-2 block, Lit 2 is our 3-4 block. So if you're absent, you will find a little slip in here. It's a little pink slip that tells you what you missed out on. You can also ask for additional help from your classmates or one of us, and that will help you to know what you need to make up. On this side counter as well, at the very back here, is a folder for independent reading forms. Each quarter you have to read at least one book. Needs to be at least 200 pages. In this folder is a graphic organizer for fiction and a graphic organizer for nonfiction. So if your book is a made-up story, you're going to choose the fiction. If it's real factual information, you'll choose the nonfiction. There will be a due date to turn this form in. Once you've turned the form in, we will have a project you'll need to do, and we'll teach you more about that as we get to that point in the quarter, and there'll be a new one each quarter. You can also fill out for your IR book what we call a BARF card, and we'll show you the BARF chair in just a moment. This goes on a bulletin board in the hall, and BARF stands for Be a Reading Fanatic. And if you fill this out, we will put your name in a drawing to win our BARF chair. Mrs. Luck, will you show the BARF chair for me?
Oh, I would love to show the BARF chair. This is the BARF chair. Look at all the wonderful signatures of students who've already read lots and lots of books this quarter.
So your name goes into a drawing to win the BARF chair at the end of the year every time you read a book. So if you read more than your one required book per quarter, you can still continue to fill out those BARF cards and get your name in the drawing. For every 100 pages, you get one ticket in the drawing. And I think
this is my favorite thing I'm going to talk to you about. Our classes have received tablets. These are Android tablets, much like the iPad that we are piloting. We're trying them out. And we share with both classes, so if you're in Ms. Kurtz's class, you share with Mrs. Lauk's class. And we have some specific rules I want to share with you about the tablets. The first thing I'm going to share with you is we do assign you a number. So we will let you know what your number is, and that's going to be the tablet number that you get every time we use the tablets. You'll notice each tablet does have a number on the side, so you will find your tablet's number, and that will be the one that you get to use for that day. Some of our rules about the tablets. I do have 2 tech helpers who will hand you your tablet. You'll tell them which number you are, they'll hand it to you. And we always carry them with 2 hands. So when I look at you, I need to make sure you have 2 hands on. We don't do the one hand thing. We do 2 hands. When you get to your desk, you are going to make sure your entire desk is cleared off, free of papers, pencils, everything. Only your tablet gets placed on your desk. One of our things, you know, tablets have really cool apps on there, and we're very particular about making sure you're on the site or the app that we ask you to be on. So we do have a punishment if you're on anything you're not supposed to be on. So for example, if you're using my camera tool and you're really supposed to be on the Paint app, you will have a consequence, and that would be a detention plus 4 weeks where you use our laptops. And if you look right here, we do have a couple laptops floating around. You would use a laptop when the rest of us have the tablets for those 4 weeks. We will contact your parent as well to let them know that you were misusing the tablets. So that's basically what you need to know about the tablets, and pretty much all you need to know about our classrooms.
we're so excited to have you. Welcome!